What's something you learned embarrassingly late in life? That you don't have to stand in the shower while the water warms up. When I was a teenager, I posted a status online that said I was jacking off. I thought that meant you were just bored and wasting time until my older sister messaged me, horrified. That a prostitute doesn't actually sell a piece of their body. Backstory. My mom and I were watching the scene from Titanic where Jack tells Rose that he painted a one-legged prostitute. I asked my mom what a prostitute was and she told me it's someone who sells their body for money. I could not fathom why someone would sell their leg for like $30. I lived near the hospital for joint diseases. When I was a kid I thought it was a special hospital for people who had two different diseases at the same time. Though Mick Jagger's name was Mick Jagger, and people just never said his first name for some reason. Though it was never revealed, what do you like to imagine was in the briefcase from Pulp Fiction? More heroin. Quentin's N-word permission slip. He cool. Samuel L. Jackson. Jamie Foxx. Marcellus Wallace's soul. The first time I watched the movie I assumed it was gold or other bright pricey mineral. The co-writer Roger Avary said once that he and Tarantino thought of the inside as diamonds while writing the characters' reactions, though they never revealed it on screen. The diamonds stolen in Reservoir Dogs. I have no idea why, but when I first saw it my friend matter-of-factly told me it was comic books. I went years believing that to be fact until I realized one day that it made no sense at all. Royale with cheese. A smaller, nicer briefcase. A light bulb. Who is the most annoying character in a TV show or movie? When I first watched The Walking Dead I said to myself that whoever kills Andrea will instantly become my favorite character. I was in weird place when she killed herself. Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Incredibly well acted and written. I've never felt more active desire to beat the shit out of any other fictional character. Props to Jack Gleason for his portrayal of Joffrey. He turned what was basically just an annoying, spoiled rotten rich brat to a truly evil character you love to hate. Any precocious child character that is wiser than the adults and has to teach them the error of their ways with sass. Boom Mike Guy from The Office. Debbie Gallagher on Shameless. Professor Umbridge. I hesitate to say the name on Reddit. Caillou. What is a red flag that you are in a bad restaurant? I've eaten at rat holes with amazing food and had terrible food at nice steakhouses. Both can have people cooking for minimum wage and bad management. If it's a small ethnic restaurant and you see kids doing homework at one of the tables, try the food, it's always good. Sushi, pizza, and burritos are all on the menu. Ethnic restaurant with no customers of that ethnicity in a town with a large population of that ethnicity. The restaurant isn't even busy but they take ages to serve you, and when they finally do they seem reluctant. Long menu. Pages and pages of food that doesn't really make sense or go together. Cheesecake Factory lol. The very moment Gordon Ramsay appears and calls the employees fucking donkeys. Edit. Holy crap, look at those upvotes. What's the most disturbing piece of audio there is? Jim Jones talking into a microphone while his followers poison their children. The 911 call of the woman whose chimp was eating her friend's face. This one is accompanied by video, but the reaction of a man whose wife gets killed when a brick flies off the back of a truck they were driving behind on a highway and came through their windshield. The audio was captured by their dashcam, one of those things you can't unhear. The 911 call of the lady stuck in her car in a flood and the operator is so unhelpful, she ends up drowning on the other end of the phone. The 911 call of Loretta Picard, a disabled elderly woman who died in a house fire. She was physically unable to get out of the house on her own. There were firefighters outside her house, but due to a miscommunication, they thought the house was empty. On the call, you hear the woman talking as the fire gets worse and she gets closer to death.